Hey guys, back with the face cam. Uh, Back home now. December 16th, Tuesday, 2025. Took a fat L on the day because we suck at trading. No, I'm just kidding. We're goated. But let us get into it. All right. Market open. We basically had no idea what the fuck was gonna happen because we had an SMT with New York PM. Actually, I want to see if I switch to. Oh my gosh, it works! Okay. Near PM, high, taken, right? SMT there. Back on the NQ. So, initially thinking that, that we're gonna be bearish, I'm pretty sure if we look on the 1 hour, okay, there's, replay mode just, like, sucks, I guess. But then looking at the 1 hour, we're inversing 2 hourly gaps, created a bullish 1 hour below. So we're really just stuck in this middle area where we just need to see what price was actually going to do. Just in terms of like seeing if we can reverse off of anything to get a play. So let's just, what's this, 908? Alright, market opens. We tap into a 15-minute, which ES does the same. And we got a nice reaction off of it. We did have 9:45 red folder news, which kind of means we were going to wait until 9:45 just to see what was actually going to happen. I think there would have been a 2-minute long here. Yeah, I mean, the close is so bad to take the data highs. We weren't going to take that just because of how close it was to open. There was no internal SMT. There might have been an external, but either way, too close to open for us. Didn't like it. We're just going to see how price reacts, keeps going. Okay, price pushes lower. And this was actually tragic. So, basically what happens here is we push lower. We sweep AM low. But the more important thing was, on NQ, we did not hit this 1 hour gap. So we had a 1 hour gap right here. Did not hit it. Right? But if we go to ES, go to the 1 hour, we actually hit it. And it already shows the candle, but we hit this 1 hour on ES. We create an external SMT. And we start getting beautiful momentum back up. And we had a 30-second. Like, I would say, like, it was probably right around here. That didn't close. It ended up not closing on the 30-second. And we literally just pumped. Like, just so far away from the gap. This 1 minute was still a little too high for us. We definitely... we probably could have taken this. But at this point, the move's already gone. We wanted to take it to data highs, which obviously... I mean, we honestly could have. And just go break even there. But... I don't know. I think it just pumped way too hard. We wanted to get the move right away, which we just weren't able to because we had the SMT. Really good momentum. I mean, that's like an A trade. We just didn't have an internal SMT, but with us reacting off of that 1 hour so beautifully, it fucking, I don't know. It would have worked, but it didn't. Well, we didn't. Well, it worked, but we didn't get the trade. But either way, we ended up pumping straight to data highs, which lovely, Then we start getting a retracement. We open up a 3-minute, and this is near 10 a.m. Right? So we're thinking at 10 a.m. Up here with this New York AM or New York PM high is a 4-hour gap, unfilled gap up there, and our idea was that since we reacted off of this 1 hour so well, we were just gonna our next target was gonna be this 4 hour, our next external liquidity, right? So what do we want to see? We want to kind of see some kind of retracement back into a gap to continue, the continuation model. We're going to open up a 3-minute gap. You can use a 3-minute gap in this scenario because we don't have a 5-minute, and we're very confident on this draw. We open up a 3-minute. ES ends up not tapping it. Okay, that's insane. Wait, I thought it did. No, so apparently, okay, so ES missed the tap. And we ended up taking a trade around here. I just want to double check and see where. Yeah, it was here. We took this 1 minute. We had the internal SMT. ES never hit the 3 minute, which honestly, like, we should not have taken this trade. Oh, you know what it was? We created a second 3 minute. That's why I'm tripping. We created a second 3 minute here that both assets tapped, but ES ended up making a an SMT. Yeah, with these two lows, as you can see. Those two lows created an SMT. We took this 1 minute inversion, and we ended up getting a break even on it, right? We were going to take it to the data wick. We went break even at this high. I don't have it drawn up, but on the next part, ES actually taps into that lower 30-minute or 3-minute gap now. So ES taps into the 3 minute. Great reaction again. We have an internal SMT now, and we actually end up making another internal SMT, and we get the close right here. And I entered right off here, right around here, because we kind of chased it a bit. But again, why did we take this trade? One, we tapped an hourly gap with an external SMT, and we're having great reaction to the upside. Our next target would be this 4-hour unfilled gap. If you don't believe me, there's a 4-hour unfilled gap with this line here, right? 4-hour unfilled gap. So we know where we're going externally. Why we want it? Why now we're actually taking the trade is because ES tapped into a 3-minute gap, creating an internal SMT, right? Because we didn't tap into it, but ES did, and it's getting great reaction out of it, right? Great reaction out of it. We have the internal SMT, we have an external SMT, clear drawn liquidity, and we just kind of went 1-to-1. I think it was like, it would have been like something like this, right? But break even at the high. So this would have been our break even point. And classic NQ decides to just dump, and it actually dumps for the rest of the day without even tapping into this 4-hour, which is really weird because we really should have tapped into the 4-hour. It doesn't really make any sense, and I guess we just end up missing the hourly gap as well. So I don't know. Today was really weird, very like just ES or NQ did literally no, like it didn't even know what to do. The only good trade would have been down here if we got that 30-second inverse, which we literally just missed out on. Somehow on NQ it closed, but on MNQ it didn't. So MNQ is micro, and NQ is just the normal NASDAQ, like mini. You might be thinking why, like how does one close and one doesn't? Sometimes they could be like a little bit off from each other, because technically they are two different, like, I guess you could say assets, even though they are the same assets, just different sizing. But sometimes they're a little, like, just a tiny bit uncorrelated, which usually doesn't matter, but for this trade it actually did, because we just missed out on the 30-second, we didn't take the trade, and we end up just pumping, and we would have banked. But whatever, it's fine, great trade, not mad, and yeah.